My name is Emily Sherrio. I'm an internal strategy consultant on the chief of staff team at GitLab, where I've worked for the last almost 2 years. I was originally hired as our first data analyst, and I moved into a data engineering role before moving into my current role.
My name is Taylor Murphy. I'm currently a staff data engineer with GitLab. I've been at GitLab for over 2 years now. In my tenure, I've been the data team manager for a year, and I'm now back in the individual contributor role on the data team.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about data team maturity. So a mature data organization is first and foremost a mature analytics organization. While this seems obvious to organizations that work in data day in and day out, when most people hear data, they think about machine learning and recommendation algorithms, not reporting. So when you think about the maturity of a data analytics organization, I recently wrote a blog post that presented these 3 tiers: reporting, insights, and predictions. Reporting being what your organization understands as facts, insights being how your data team actually adds value, and predictions being a nod to the future. What I've come to realize since publishing that blog post is that it's actually a flywheel, where your data team produces a reporting that generates insights, which leads to predictions. But then those predictions call for more reporting to see how you performed against that reporting. It's not enough to just know where your team is on this maturity scale, though.
And so what we're proposing in this talk is a discussion about how to level up your team to really move up that pyramid or increase the rate that flywheel is turning. We're going to hit 3 main areas. First, discussion about investing in your team, both from a headcount perspective, but also in a skills perspective, skills of your individual contributors in the team, but also everybody in the organization. We're also going to talk about how to empower your organization with data. We'll touch upon data ops as a framework for how to think about your data culture, and also how to improve data literacy across the organization, both in and out of the data team. And then we're going to talk about speed to value. How can you generate value quicker with the work that you're doing? We're going to advocate strongly for leveraging open source analytics, i.e. using things like dbt packages, but also leveraging the one of our core values of iteration and how that can be really impactful for teams. We believe data is an incredible tool, but this road to maturity can be very bumpy. And so we're advocating that with a strong team, you can create a very data-driven organization and quickly find yourself seeing the team's value. So we care about this a lot, really, because we've been there. We believe that data teams have a ton of unreached potential, and we're hoping that this framework can help organizations kind of better understand where they are in terms of maturity and help them become better. And it's something that we've applied in our own work experience. Similarly, we've experienced working on underperforming and undervalued teams, and we've found this kind of framework to be helpful. And also, as data professionals, we want to elevate the profession, and we think that this is a way to do that. We think it'll be valuable and important for the community because this is something that will impact all layers of an organization and the data function in particular. Individual contributors, managers, directors, everybody in the C-suite. This will kind of touch their lives in a good way and hopefully add a ton of value to the business. We think this reframes the conversation around data teams a bit more to something that is more powerful and empowering and hopefully makes sense down from an IC up to a C-suite executive. And this isn't really something that we've heard articulated. Emily had put the idea out in a blog post. We've gotten some good feedback, but kind of this flywheel mentality and the specific steps that we're advocating for, we'd love to hear more feedback on, and we're eager to present it. And then finally, we want to just advocate for why us? Why are we best positioned to talk about this? GitLab has grown a ton since we've been here. It has over 4x'd in our tenure. We've been very active members of the DBT community, and we work really hard to make sure that we're sharing our learnings with the community, with Locally Optimistic, with Data Twitter, to share what we've learned because we've gained so much from the community. Also, between us, we've seen over and helped over a dozen companies kind of get their data functions up and running, and we think that experience is valuable for this sort of talk. And we just look forward to really sharing with the community and having a productive conversation around this, because I think it helps everybody become better.
Thanks so much for taking the time, and we look forward to your feedback.
Thank you.